As if yesterday's roller coaster of emotions wasn't enough, now we have it all again. It's the league season finale today, and after starting yesterday with everything being in our own hands, we then went through the process of throwing it all away to then now start today's episode, thanks to a victory in the last game yesterday, to having our future all in our own hands again. We are third and out of the automatic promotion spots. However, if we win all of today's games, we will finish second, because on the final day of the season, we have second place Charlton Athletic at Ellen Road. You could not script it to be more dramatic. We might still end up in the playoffs. I'll title this League Season Finale, so I don't want to give any spoilers away as to whether we A, get promoted, or B, don't get promoted and need to go into the playoffs. So whether we have another episode tomorrow with regards a playoff episode, or whether we end the league season today and tomorrow is episode 1 of season 2, we will find out in due course. You will find out over the course of the next 30 to 40 minutes or so. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed this first season, and of course let's try and hit that 1,000 mark again if we possibly can. And understandably, if you're not subscribed to the channel but you want to make sure you don't miss out on any of season 2, then hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and you'll get notified every single time a video goes live. We are right up against it today though. Barnsley at home shouldn't be too much of a test, I hope. They're currently 21st, although they're fighting for their own survival in the division, so it might be more difficult than initially we might have thought. Derby is sat mid-table with nothing really to play for, so I'd like to think that'll be pretty straightforward, and then obviously Charlton's going to be a mission. But Nottingham Forest have already won the league. They are 10 points clear of Charlton with 9 points left available. Congratulations, Forest. Hopefully, we'll see you in the Premier League next season. It's time for us to go to the press conference. We're at home against Barnsley. I believe we're away against Derby. And obviously, as we've seen, we're at home against Charlton. How will your team approach their remaining fixtures? It's business as usual. We know what we have to do. We just have to do it. Recently, we haven't been able to. I'm feeling slightly better in myself. My voice is obviously better than it was, although I'm still quite bunged up, etc. But hopefully, the fact that I'm on the mend means that our football will be on the mend, because definitely whilst I've been feeling under the weather, we've not been playing that well either in this save. How would you put your previous win into context against Barnsley? The players will do well again. I have to have confidence in the boys that we will be able to see this through and pick up another victory against them. Barnsley's at the bottom of the league, leading up to your match. Are you confident you'll be able to keep complacency out of your squad? Complacency is never possible. Their league position is irrelevant. It's a Yorkshire derby, West versus South. And of course, there's promotion to the Premier League on the line for us. So we will never be taking anyone for granted. We are at full strength. Not missing anyone through suspension or injury. Put Riedewald back on the bench though. And basically, everybody's at full fitness. Alioski's slightly out. I actually need to change him to stay back or attacking, and similarly for Luke Ayling. At some point that changed, so I can't remember when it did, but hopefully that will help us be slightly more defensively solid. It's time for Barnsley at home. We will find out in this episode today whether we will or will not get automatic promotion up to the Premier League next season, or whether the roller coaster will continue into a playoff episode tomorrow. Barnsley starting line at Corley Woodrow up top for them. Jake Forster-Kaski in midfield and wearing the armband. Dimitri Kavare at right back is a decent player. Daniel Pinillos is also capable at left back. They're very narrow, however, so hopefully that will work in our advantage. Mawat in midfield used to be a Leeds player, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a slight battle amongst the war in today's episode, or in today's game. But this is certainly all-out war as far as we're concerned with regards to everybody else around us in the league table. It's do or die day today in this episode. Premier League or playoffs. Pinillos down the line to Corley Woodrow. They do have two strikers, so even if one draws away from the central area to get wide, they will still have bodies in the middle to get on the end of crosses. A cheeky little back heel into Alex Mowat, but Luke Ayling does well. And we'll come away on the counter ourselves. Forward there. Calvin shows good strength. And Helder Costa could be away. Helder Costa is away. The chance. Helder Costa bearing down on goal. Very much left-footed. Very much left-footed. Oh, that was awful. Elder Costa with a throw. Hernandez is there. There's Bamford. Try and twist them and move the defence about one way then the other. Mateus Click. Oh, trying to squeeze that through to Bamford, but wasn't able to. Barnsley haven't really had much going forward so far. And we're dealing with them well enough. Bristol City drawing with Stoke. This is important for us because Stoke are up at the top as well. Around the corner there to Tyler Roberts. Oh, but can't quite get on the end of it. Half an hour played. We are certainly the strongest side in this game. They have the joint worst defensive record in the league, along with Luton Town. So I'd like to think that eventually the goals will start to come because they have a tendency this season to concede a number of them. Barnsley, get that to Tyler Roberts if we can. Oh, the touch didn't quite go his way, but the referee has given us a free kick right near to the box. I think that's a bit harsh. Can Pablo Hernandez put this right in the top corner? I will try. Oh! Oh! Pablo Hernandez with the best free kick we've seen all season. We lead at Ellen Road, and that was right out the top draw. He's not been the talisman I hoped he would be this year, all told, but that is of the highest of qualities. Side-footed, up over the ball and off the underside of the bar. Pinpoint accuracy. I cannot believe that we've been able to pull that out of the bag. Pablo Hernandez. Oh my God. 1-0 Leeds. It's Corley Woodrow. This has sparked Barnsley into life, it seems. Cannoned off Ben White, but we should get to that first. We tried to, but couldn't. Here's Schmidt into Corley Woodrow. Schmidt again. Oh, that's brilliant. No, Kiko. That's such a tame shot. That footwork from Schmidt. It might have been Corley Woodrow. One of the two strikers to play that ball through was brilliant. And the run from Jimmy was good too, but he's barely touched that. And it's trickled past the keeper. We have something of absolute quality. It was Schmidt. Look, that was superb footwork, but you pull out an absolute wonder goal, and then within 5 minutes, they score an awful equaliser. Great build-up play, but that finish should never go in. Kiko! Cavare down the line. Probably a foul. I'll let him play on because I don't want them to get a free kick where they could just lump the ball into the box. That just spells unnecessary danger. Styles, he's offside there. Surely Schmidt. Is he? Surely. Kiko concedes his near post again. And Barnsley are 2-1 up. Was he off? I think he was off. I'm going to have a look at the replay. We'll slow it down. Was Alioski just playing him on, maybe? Yes. Alioski's run deeper to track the run of the number 8, which plays the man further forward onside. Could you believe it? 2-1 Barnsley. They did nothing. Nothing at all until we scored, and then they've shot into life. Their championship survival is on the line, and our championship escape is on the line. Oh, it's a great tackle by Cavare, but Tyler Roberts will get to the loose ball first. Driving towards the box, pull that back, and misplace the pass. Nice tackle by Alioski. Pablo Hernandez. Cross into Calvin Phillips. Space there for Helder Costa. Now, he's already missed one today. Cannot afford to miss another. Oh my God, he's overrun it. He's actually overrun it. Is that going to fall to Calvin Phillips? No, he's not. Oh, it's not a foul, ref. Substitutions. Helder Costa off. Pablo Hernandez off. Actually, no, not Helder Costa off. Helder Costa's moving back into midfield as Marriott and Jack Clark come on for Tyler Roberts and Pablo Hernandez. Our free kick wizard now leaves the field of play. And we've got 2 extra players alongside Patrick Bamford now. Hopefully, can make the difference for us. But we need 2 goals. We need 2 goals, unless everybody else around us drops points as well. I can't believe this is the way it's going. I was so confident when we went 1-0 up. And then out of nowhere, Barnsley scored 2 goals. And now we look like we're actually not going to get the results we need. Play that through. Helder Costa coming deep from midfield now. Can't get it out of his feet quickly enough. Bamford ran offside and I couldn't play the pass I wanted to when I wanted to play it. That's definitely a foul. We're getting a little bit rash now. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the remainder of this episode. At half-time, or just before half-time, when that free kick went in, I was on top of the world. It's rather typical of this save so far that we find ourselves in the position we're in right now. Marriott through for Jack Clark. Marriott again. Clark, Marriott. This is great football. And bury it, please. No. Oh, it's just not going to go for me. It's just not going to go for me, is it? Try my absolute hardest here. Click with a delivery. Underneath this could be a teammate. It's not. It's a Barnsley man. Macaulay Woodrow will clear. We win that back. No. Now they come on the counter. Still, we need 2 goals. And time is ever quicker, running out on us. Marriott Bamford's made the run. Oh, it's a poor pass. Somehow he squeezed it to Clark. And he's given the ball away as well. Out to Munoz. Into the middle. Oh, cleared away. Swansea gone 1-0 up against Forest, which doesn't do us any favours at all. Run, Jack. Jack Clark in front of me making the run. I can't get it to him yet. Helder Costa's trying his best to get away from everybody that's near him. Now can play through Jack Clark. Oh, his touch is terrible. I feel like I'm doing everything right other than having the final touch or finish at the vital time. It's just not going for me, is it? Jack Clark gets played through one-on-one and his touch is too heavy. Calvin Phillips into Jack Marriott. He's going to turn here. Jack Marriott equalises. We might yet get a point. We might yet get 3. But we are going to have to pull everything out of the bag if we are to get a win here now. Thank you, Jack Marriott, for doing exactly that. I can't believe it. We've somehow managed to get an equaliser in a game that I feel that we deserve to win. Absolutely deserve to win. We've had the chances to do it, for sure, but we can't get the ball off them. If they score now, I'll be just crestfallen. Going to get it away, but that's going to be the final whistle. It's 2-2. We knew heading into this game that if everything went our way and we won every game, we'd get promoted. They had 2 shots in the entire game and they scored them both. But Charlton lost. Charlton lost. But Swansea went 1-0 up against Forest and Stoke were losing to Bristol City. I've still no idea what's going to happen. Helder Costa could have scored me a couple of goals today, actually, so I'm not going to praise him too much. Managed to get an equaliser late on. Draw was fully deserved at the very least. And truly entertaining match, certainly for the neutrals. I don't know whether you guys consider yourselves neutrals at all, but I'm certainly not a neutral right now, being Leeds manager. I was not happy with the way things went. Our fate is no longer in our hands. Other sides have done what we weren't able to, and they've won. So we do have Charlton on the final day, but at the minute that's not going to matter if we beat them because Fulham and Birmingham are now above us. We need 2 sides to drop points between now and the final day, or now and the end of the season, and we need to get maximum points. Oh, jeepers creepers. 2 tame goals conceded against Barnsley. We would be second. We would be second if we'd have won that game because our goal difference is better than Fulham's. We played really well in that game, but it just wouldn't fall for me at the vital times. Heavy touches by players, poor turns by players, shots going wide when they certainly should have gone on target. Tame shots from them going in when they certainly should have been saved, at least the first. The second maybe should have been saved as well, but the first one definitely shouldn't have conceded. Forshaw's in good form. Rotation is key. I don't think we'll see Adam Forshaw, at least starting. Your title ambitions no longer in reach. How do you approach the remaining fixtures? It's business as usual. The playoffs is still there, even though the title's not there. The automatic promotion spot is still there. We won 3-2 against Derby last time. We'll show them how to do it again. I have to be confident. I have to give the lads the morale boost that they need to give them the extra ability to try their hardest in these games. Helder Costa is going to come off and Jack Marriott has earned himself a start, I think, for this one. But other than that, we will go in as we were. Time to play Derby. I don't know who Fulham and Birmingham have. We'll be able to see actually momentarily once we get to this screen. I'll ask for goal news. Oh, we are the only game being played on this day. Superb. So we play without knowing what's happening elsewhere. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm certainly not dealing very well with the pressure, that's for sure. Derby, Ben Hamer in goal, Martin Waghorn up top. He scored against us last time. Graham Shinney in the midfield. Bielik there as well. Kieran Dowell scored against us last time as well, I think. Big game. Every game's a big game, isn't it, at this stage with everything on the line, but big game. Alvarez driving forward. Cross could come in, and it has done. Punched away by Kiko Casilla. Corner to come in from Alvarez. Derby with the opportunity in the 10th minute. Keeper will come, keeper will punch. Mateus Klick will look to get there and can't. Driven out wide. Oh, and Alioski I thought was going to get to that. Alvarez could pull this back. He could go for goal. He's pulled it back. Oh, and Bielik could not have been closer to giving Derby a 1-0 lead. He hit that so clean. And he'll be desperately unlucky. Or feel himself desperately disappointed not to have at least hit the target there. That should be 1-0 Derby. Derby, of course, with a side that knocked Leeds out of the playoffs last season in real life. And they could have a heavy part to play in our potential promotion this season in this save as well. I'm going to pull this back myself. And Marriott won't miss the target, but he will fail to score. Straight at Ben Hamer. Just so soon. Calvin Phillips. Shinney. Scott Malone down the left for Derby. He's got options around him, but we're trying to refuse him the option to get the ball to any of those potential targets. He's got the ball again here, Malone, and he's giving the ball away. Oh, Jesus, how bad is your pass? That has killed me there. Click. Thank you, that's better. That's much better. Right, Jack Marriott on the breakaway. Shinney's with me. I didn't think he was that fast. Hernandez. Oh, tried to play the ball through and couldn't. Bamford. Hernandez again. I've got Tyler Roberts ahead of me. Tyler Roberts is still there. Hernandez cuts this back. Inside is Jack Marriott. Maybe this time. Yes, this time! Jack Marriott buries it against his former team. I would do the no celebration, but there's too much on the line here. Derby 0. Leeds 1. Jack Marriott on the score sheet again, and hopefully this time we'll hold on to it. Bielik, the options on to play the man through the middle, and he's played it the other side, the defender. He's buried it beautifully, Martin Waghorn, and the referee has called offside, or the linesman's called offside. It is the right call, but that's so very close. Tyler Roberts into Shackleton. Just need to time this pass right. So didn't really do. Foreshort to Shackleton. Out to Jack Marriott. Across to Jack Clark. In to Jamie Shackleton. No! Yes! Yes! So close to not tucking that away. How he missed the first chance, I have no idea. It's really well worked. Oh, he's kicked. I've aimed for the bottom right corner. He's kicked it at the keeper. Terrible first finish from Jamie Shackleton. I just get so lucky that it falls back to him and he doesn't miss at the second attempt. Although it did bobble there on the way in and could possibly have bobbled wide. But I think that's the first time I've seen something like that happen. Well, first time I recall seeing an actual proper bobble on a daisy cutter like that, with there actually being some sort of texture to the pitch with a shot taken like that. I don't think it actually changed the trajectory of the ball though. I don't quite think that's in the coding for FIFA with regards to quality of the pitches. But we have a cushion now. A 2-0 lead against Derby. It should be enough to see us get 3 points. But because of that draw against Barnsley, we are now relying on other teams dropping points. And whether that happens for Fulham and Birmingham, I'm not sure. I pray that it does. But whether our prayers will be answered is a different question. Patterson. Oh, that's a really good delivery. Waghorn couldn't quite get enough on it. Phillips across to Jamie Shackleton. Forward to Tyler Roberts. Here's Jack Marriott. Down the line is Jack Clark. Lovely ball. Defender is slow or low on stamina even, so it should be a simple task to get past him. And I thought Jack Clark was going to bury that. Oh, man. 3-0 would have been superb. Our goal difference is better than anyone else around us. I've no idea what Andre Wisdom's doing there. But we couldn't make his mistake pay. 2-0 will suit us down to the ground. I'll take a win here. Hopefully Fulham play Birmingham. I mean, if we're playing Charlton, there's no reason why Fulham couldn't have Birmingham in their fixture list. And then if they draw and we get a victory here and against Charlton, then we would go up. I've no idea what's going to happen. We'll check the fixtures before we go into the final day. But this has just been a roller coaster all throughout the season. And of course, it would only be absolutely right that the final episode of the regular league season offers us exactly the same level of entertainment. 3 minutes to go. Alvarez back to Wisdom and Bielik to Wisdom again. Hopefully we can put a stop to this. Like I say, I don't think it's going to come to goal difference, but if it does, we're going to need a 2-0 win here rather than a 2-1-1. And Ben White, despite carrying that knock, is able to get a block on it. Alvarez, Ben White involved again. Hopefully he's not out for too long. That's going to float out of play, and that will be the final whistle momentarily. We are going to win 2-0 at Pride Park. So I think it's called Pride Park still. I'm not sure, I might have a sponsored name at the minute. But regardless, Leeds 2, Derby 0. We don't know what that's going to do for our league campaign. But we deserved that victory. They had a lot of the ball, 63%. Right. Birmingham have Preston. Fulham have Sheffield Wednesday. That's annoying. Not sure how things are going to go. He can bounce back from that. Unfortunately, it wasn't that bad, I don't think. He came off the bench. What? He's out for 5 days. That's fine. We wish him a safe return, and he will be back for the next game. 5 days. We've got a week to play the next game. We were determined to win with automatic promotion potentially on the line. How did the other games go? Oh, we are above Fulham, but are now still behind Birmingham as we head into the final day. Jesus Christ. Who are Birmingham going to have on match day 46? All we can do is beat Charlton and pray for the best. Press conference time on the final day of the season. Your team is in a good position, just with one match to be played. 1 point is enough to see you reach the playoffs. We deserve to be there, but no, we're going for the win. Well, actually, to be fair, a win isn't necessarily all we need to get. Is your previous win going to affect your opponent's morale? Morale is a strategic aspect. But Charlton are trying to keep themselves in the playoffs as well. You won your previous encounter with Charlton by quite a margin. What do you expect will happen today? We'll look forward to another win. I can't remember what happened against Charlton last time we played them. I'll have a look through the calendar and we'll have a quick glance. Charlton are out of the playoffs now, as if when we started today's episode, Charlton was second. They're now 8th and might not even get a playoff spot heading into the final day. We thought we were having an indifferent day. Last time we played Charlton Athletic, the result was... Jeeps, how long ago was that? Back in September. 1-0. It wasn't necessarily as big a win as they said that we had, was it? Necessarily. Ben White should be able to play here. Charlton, we'll play them in their away kit. He's not fully fit, but he's fit enough. I'm gonna start Clark, and I'm gonna start Helder Costa ahead of Roberts. Right, goal news. Tell me about Birmingham Derby. Birmingham have Derby on the final day. Wow. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. All that. It was Fulham that were right behind us. We'll hear about Wigan Fulham. We'll hear about Birmingham Derby. We're at home, they're at home. It's all on the line on the final day. We thought it would come down to the final day against our current opponents. It has come down to the final day, but it's against someone else. Lyle Taylor and Chuck Saniki up top for Charlton Athletic. Jonathan Williams in the midfield as well. Joe Ledley there too. They've a decent team here, Charlton, with some level of experience there too. It's not going to be easy. Into Phillips. Fans in good voice here at Ellen Road with automatic promotion on the line. A point could be enough if... Time that pass. Oh, go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. No! Good save. If Birmingham lose, a point would be enough because our goal difference is much better than theirs. That's going to be another corner as Perrington headed that, and then the keeper pushed it wide anyway. If anything happens, goal news wise, I will let you know regardless of whether there's a highlight going on or not. I'll cut in a 30-second or a 5-second quick so-and-so scored in such and such a game. Not heard anything in the opening 10 minutes or so though. Pablo Hernandez, squeeze that through? No. I need to be selective with what passes I play. I need to make sure that my decision making is on point, and we need to make sure that we do the right things at the right time to get victory, to give ourselves the best possible chance. Oh, goal in the Derby County game. Derby are 1-0 up. Derby are 1-0 up against Birmingham. A point, as things stand, would be enough to send us to the Premier League. Oh my God. Pablo Hernandez. I can't find any space. Click. Here's Marriott. Accelerate. Accelerate. Jack! Lock you with a block. As things stand, we are Premier League. Hernandez with the delivery. Win that header. Or we could win the second header and Niki heads away. You guys know the way that I play my series, so I don't cheat. This is the first and only time I will play this round of fixtures. I don't artificially try and script things by playing this game multiple times to ensure that I win and Birmingham lose. This is the one and only time that this game will be played. If Birmingham pull it back and they're able to get themselves promotion, then so be it. It will be playoffs for us. But as things stand, it is going our way. But we need to make sure that we get a victory here just to give us the absolute certainty. Goal for Wigan. They've equalised against Fulham. So Fulham are currently dropping points as well. Oh my Lord. Oh no. Terrible pass. As things stand, provided we avoid defeat, we will be Premier League. But that's providing I get told about every single goal in the Derby County game. Oh God. He's offside there, isn't he, Lyle Taylor? He is. Oh! As if the pressure wasn't great enough. A goal at Craven Cottage. Fulham have gone 2-1 up against Wigan. The drama continues in the northwest. We're just in the north, although technically I guess we are the west of Yorkshire. Not heard any other news about the Birmingham game. Click to Helder Costa. Oh, I just can't slow down and get it on his left. We saw in the first game that his right can't be trusted. So it's made me force myself onto his left foot there. And unfortunately, we've given away possession. Could have had the opportunity to go 1-0 up there. Or did have the opportunity to go 1-0 up there. But weren't able to properly craft it. Forward to Helder Costa again. In the minute, playing through the middle as my main striker for some reason. Here's Click. Into Calvin Phillips. Back to Click. Forward there to Jack Marriott, who spins well. Marriott! Saved by Phillips. And Jack Clark gets that. He can't. Cleared away by Ben Purrington. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time here. Still no word about the next, or about another game. Click to Helder Costa. Can he roll onto his left? He can, but he's been tackled. 0-0 at half-time. We'll just double-check and see what the scores are at half-time. Is it still 1-0 to Derby? No, Birmingham have equalised. But, actually, I didn't check to see how close the team were, but how Fulham were below us. Imagine if Birmingham draw, we draw, go above Birmingham, but Fulham win, then they leapfrog us. I've got to win. I've got to win. Kyle, in there to Solly. Options, options, options. Where's he going to go? Oh, how's he made himself free there at the back post? Shucks and Niki. He's just gone on a little run and nobody's followed him. A simple pass to the back post. He's marked there by Liam Cooper, I think it is. And then he just lets him run off the back of him. Oh my God. If we don't do our part, then we can't get any further than ourselves. Imagine if the other results go our way and we don't win here. Or don't even get, if we only need a point and we don't get the point here. I can't believe it. Click. Through the legs. Helder Costa round the corner to Jack Marriott. We need an instant response, please, lads. An instant response. I've got Alioski there. In the middle is Mateusz Click. That's who the pass was intended for. Pablo Hernandez finds at his feet. Costa. Oh, hasn't got the strength to hold off Lockyer. I cannot believe that this might happen. Niki's off now. And I think there might have been something happening top left there, or top right even, with regards to another goal. Click. It's going to fall to Helder Costa. On his right! Still can't finish. On target, but still can't get it home. 25 minutes to go. Do I make a change? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Click for Shackleton. I don't know what to do. No, I'm going to leave the front three as it is. A goal at Stoke. Stoke have scored, and they've gone 1-0 up against Forest. Nottingham Forest are not ending the season strongly, but they've already won the league, so I guess they don't have to. Shackleton out wide here to Alioski. I've asked Helder Costa to make me the run down the line, which he has, but he's tightly marked. He will get to the ball first, though, and finds Marriott. Marriott has Clark. Clark has Marriott still with him. Jack Clark still going. Looking for Marriott. Jack Marriott won't shoot. I've asked him to, but he wouldn't hit it. That was the chance. Alvin Phillips into Jamie Shackleton. Looking for Jack Marriott again. Turns well, but somehow Lockyer's gotten something on it, and it squares free to a Charlton defender. Give me that ball back. I can't get it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have it in our hands and fail to do the job. It looks like at this rate, with 10 minutes to go, it's going to be playoffs only for Leeds United. Into the middle. Oh, Rafael Leao on for them. Don't know why he's bowled that out underarm. That could really have cost me everything. Hernandez to Shackleton. Forward to Marriott. On to Helder Costa. On his left foot. In space. People in the middle to aim for. He's run out of stamina. I'm going to have to turn. I need a pass. There's one to Shackleton. Forward to Hernandez. I've got options. No, why would you back heel that? You've just thrown possession away. Dickhead. Play a normal pass. Fulham have gone 3-1 up. At this rate, it looks like it might be Fulham that get that second automatic promotion spot. Phillips, Costa, through to Marriott. Turns well. Plenty of defenders with him, though. I need to find a pass. Jack Clark pulls it back. It's Hernandez. Oh, no, stay on your feet. Oh, God, it's painful. It's absolutely painful at Ellen Road. We're not going to do it. We're going to lose here and finish potentially 4th. Williams. Oh, we aren't going to do it. It's not going to happen. My defence is opening up and they've very nearly scored a second. It's game over. Absolutely heartbroken here. We best, with how tight the league was, I was only concerned with what was above us. If we don't even finish in the playoffs because of other results, I'll be devastated. I had the chances to win that game. I had the chances to... Birmingham lost to Derby. Cardiff beat Hull. Oh my God, I don't know where we finished in the table. What? Before the match, your team looked destined to reach the playoffs, yet your team fell short? Don't tell me we've gone from 3rd and then out of the playoffs on the final day. I don't know what's happened. Oh, we're in the playoffs at least. Jesus, don't give me a question like that in the press conference. Christ alive. We finished 4th. Fulham did, on the final day, get themselves into that 2nd spot. So on the last day, if we'd have won that game, we'd have gone up. If we'd have drawn, we'd have finished 3rd and it wouldn't have mattered. As it happens, we lost and finished 4th. Now we play Cardiff City in the playoffs, which will happen in tomorrow's episode. Oh, we've done that. Okay, good. Great. 8 million is what we've won for finishing where we did in the league. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. What did we do against Cardiff in the league this year? We lost 2-0 last time we played them. Buzzing. And the time before that, we won 3-2. Well, it still hangs in the balance. It's playoff football for us. And we'll play those in tomorrow's episode. Jesus Christ. It just doesn't stop with Leeds United ever, does it? I'll see you tomorrow in the playoffs.